Hi everyone, this is Sandy Reese with StampinCrew.com. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. Thanks for joining me for another video tutorial. Today I have an adorable stocking stuffer for you, or it could be a table favor, whatever you want to do with it. I was really proud when I had made this project because I'd come up with it all by myself, and then later I saw someone else had done it. So all I could say is, you know, great minds think alike, and you know, more power to us. So let's get started, and I'll show you how we make this. All right, you're going to need the cracker and treat box dies. These are in the annual catalog. They make super cute little crackers, Christmas crackers, but we are going to make a stand-up snowman with them today. And we just need the big die. And then my stamps that I'm using is Sweet Songbirds. I'm only using the 2 sets of eyes. So I will show you how we're going to use those in a few minutes. But first, let me show you how we're going to cut our 2 box pieces. So we need a piece of thick basic white, and this is 3 by 4 3/4. And I will have measurements on my blog. And then the black is 2.5 by 4 3/4. So they're the same width. One is just a little bit bigger. Okay, so we're going to run this one through the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, and you're going to line one edge up right with the top here. We don't want all this nonsense on the top. Okay, that's what our hat's going to be made out of. So we just want a nice straight box top. And then it's going to come down to right here. So if you look, we're going to have these little triangles, and those are going to be the bottom flaps of our box. So we're going to run this through the embossing folder, and it's going to come out looking like this. Okay, one done. But that's magic. Okay, now this one, we want all this. This is the top of our box. So we're going to line this up. Leave a little sliver there. This is how deep our lid's gonna be, or our hat. So if you want your hat a little bit shorter, you might wanna move it up just a hair. And then that's gonna cut out our whole hat piece, but you want this to be even, okay? So run this through the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, and then it comes out like this. Well, I'll do this one. I haven't folded that one yet. Okay, so it comes out like this. So if you look at it, it basically looks like our dies, okay? Except we didn't cut off this bottom part. All right, now we want the hat to fit snugly, but not do too much indentation. You know, we want it just slightly bigger than the box. So what I do is I'm just gonna cut a little sliver off of each end. This is an overlapping end. And I probably could have cut even a little bit more, but I'm just cutting a little sliver off of each of these ends. Just to make one side of the box just slightly smaller. All right, I'm going to fold these just so I can see a little better where my corners of my box are, and we are going to stamp before we start to assemble. I'm not going to worry about the bottom yet. Okay, now I want to make sure I don't stamp my face too high, so I am going to just kind of lay my hat here so I can see where I can stamp my face. All right, now I've taken my 2 round eyes from the Sweet Songbird set. Let's practice once or twice. You want to use even pressure. If you push too hard on one side, you get wonky eyeballs. So we don't want to do that. So I'm just going to do 2 eyes right here. And then I want my buttons, and I'm going to use the same one for my buttons. And what I'm going to do is stamp 2 right here. Oh, those aren't super centered. That's okay. And then 2 more. I just come down a little bit further. Now we're gonna take our eyes. Now what I did was cut one eyeball off, one eye off, and this is gonna be my mouth. Okay, yeah, let's do this. Let's flip this over because those are way over to the side. That looks so weird. Okay, what I need is something kind of dark so I can see what I'm doing here. All right, let's try this one more time. And you know, this is the best thing about our paper is that it is double-sided. Okay, I'm trying to get centered here. All right, now let's try to get in the middle. It's still not in the middle. I've got to back up just in case. Oh, help me. What's happening? I'm going to stamp my buttons first. You know what I'm going to do? All right, this will help. Sometimes I need a little bit of help. I think I just can't see what I'm doing. All right, I'm going to draw my buttons in. I'm going to draw one button in so I have a guide. I'm stamping this too close to me. That's the problem. Okay, see, that looked really far away, but they're not completely even, but that's okay. At least I have them centered. Okay, let's give him some eyes. And now we'll give him a mouth. And we're just gonna give him kind of a fun little crooked mouth right there. Isn't that cute? And then we have a little teeny tiny piece of pumpkin pie. Let's put this away so we don't have an accident. Pumpkin pie, and I just cut it in a little triangle. I think I'm gonna make that narrower even. It's so small. Okay, and then I'm just going to gently round the fat end of the triangle. Okay, it's very small, but he's got a small face. Let's make sure that's not too small. No, perfect. Okay, we need a little liquid glue, which is over here. All right, I'm just putting a teeny, I just want to get a little bead, there we go. Just a teeny dot of liquid glue. We're gonna pick that up and stick it on. Cute. Okay, we're gonna let that dry for just a second. Okay, now to do our hat, we have lots of score lines on this hat, so we've got to be careful we get them all. So let's go ahead and fold these. Okay, now there's a score line right at the bottom of these diamonds, so we're going to fold that back. Gotta find them first here. Okay. All right. Now, then right in the middle of the diamonds, we have another score line. So we're going to fold that one forward. So we've got a mountain, a valley, and then we have one more set of score line right at the top of our diamond, and we're going to fold that back. I kind of press it down first so I can see where it is, and fold it up and give it a good crease. Okay, so you can kind of see we have a little M shape or a W shape. Can you see that? There we go. Okay. Now to make the hat, we are just going to come around and overlap one section. And this is going to give us 5 sides. All right. So let's just do a little glue here. It's overlapping all the way. We just put a little glue on all the spots. My head gets in the camera so I can see what I'm doing. Okay, give that a good press. So that kind of almost acts like a nice little barrier right there. Now, it won't close it all the way, but that's okay. Our candies, you don't want to put anything that's going to escape through there. All right, I think our nose is dry. Let's go ahead and fold on these score lines. Give this one more go round. All right, now we're going to fold up our little bottom flaps. All right. Oh, missed that one. Okay. Now we are going to overlap right here. These are our two slightly smaller panels. So the hope is that our hat will fit on there. You know, I'm gonna make this just even smaller. I think I only took like a hair. I'm gonna do just another hair. Just to make sure it's slightly smaller than our hat. Okay. We'll go ahead and do that, our tab too. Okay, so we're just overlapping these two end panels. All right, give that a second. All right, now I'm going to fold in with my big panel, my one that I trimmed first. We're just gonna go all the way around. It doesn't really matter because we're going to just put glue all over this mess. Okay, and put this down on just a piece of white scrap paper. All right, and we're gonna hold this so our box is pretty square, like a hexagon. Is it hexagon? I don't know, like a like a five-sided geometric pattern. I'm going to call it a hexagon. Could not be, could be, I don't know. Just hold this. You can put your bone folder down there. Make sure that those flaps are all sealed, glued nice and tight. This is going to keep our candy in. Okay. Let me grab our candy so we can see what we're doing here. I used Rolos. You could probably fit in Hershey's Kisses. You could put M&Ms. Wouldn't that be cute? It will fit 4 of these little Rolos, though. You can get a big bag of those wrapped Rolo candies. All right, whoops, there we go. So once your glue has dried, just take this, cut it around the 5 sides. And hopefully you've glued it straight or flush. All right, we can put our 4 Rolos in here, or your M&Ms or whatever little candy you want. And then we stick our hat on. In theory, it should fit. Might have to get it in there. I know it fits. I've done this. Okay, there we go. Isn't that cute? Look at that hat. Let's tie a ribbon to hold it closed. Look at this mess. Okay. I'm just using some of my silver and gold trim. You can use whatever ribbon you have, or whatever string or trim. Cute. I might even make this little hat. I think maybe a little bit shorter would be good. So you can trim it and play around with it and see what you like. And that is it. Okay, aside from stamping buttons, which I seem to not be good at. Super quick and easy. Yep, I hope you enjoyed that project today. You could even put, you know, we have the little holly. The holly berries, you could add that to his hat. I mean, it's just so cute. So cute. All right, I will post the measurements and the supplies on my blog. Link is below. If you place an order of $50 or more this month, I'll send you a pack of embellishments in the mail for free. And yeah, that's great. Make sure to check back on Thursday. We have our October card class featuring the Autumn Leaves bundle. I'm very excited about those. I love autumn cards. So make sure you check back at noon on Thursday, and I will see you all soon. Thanks, everybody. Bye-bye.